Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Giants going up against the Broncos. So the time has come. Let's send you out to the stadium and join the two men that will have the Super Bowl call. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, thanks. NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. We count down and the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Guyton. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis, and what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter, the cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game.
You're my partner, my best friend. Guess what? You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. We begin the next half-century of Super Bowls to a strobe of flashes. Super Bowl 51 from Houston is underway. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Throwing on first down is Manning. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Offensively, the starters for the New York Giants, and one guy that's definitely hoping to stay on the field more this year, Victor Cruz.
And they would love to have him on the field. Just 6 games played over the last 2 seasons, starting with that horrific knee injury. And then he came back last year, had a calf injury that sidelined him for most of the season. He's trying to get back in form, and the Giants would love to see that.
Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Manning. It's caught, Shepard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Giants. Will tie, 58 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first-quarter lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now, I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And a long run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The first carry for the rookie Devontae Booker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. From the gun, here's Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go.
On the carry, it's Booker. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Here's Forsett. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down and 4. Again, they run. Again, it's Forsett. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start. Offense.
On the handoff, this is Booker. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Speaking of Booker, still really hasn't gotten on track, has he? Did have a touchdown, but only 35 yards on 18 carries last week.
Things have been a little more workmanlike with him, and you expect a few more of those slasher-type runs, you know, those 10-plus yard carries that move the chains and give your team a little bit of excitement. They were starting to get some of that from Capri Bibbs. Remember him out of Colorado State, but he's actually hurt an ankle as well, so Devontae Booker's going to have to carry the load for a while.
On second down, here's Simeon. Norwood's got it, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And I don't want to say that this offense starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas, but sometimes it starts and ends with Demaryius Thomas.
There's no reason you can't say it if it's the truth. He is the alpha and the omega of the receiving corps.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Throwing on third down, Simeon. And he fires one, but incomplete. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Giants. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. They go play action for Jennings. Now Manning hits his target. The tight end, Will Tye.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
This is Jennings. And he stopped immediately there.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Derek Wolfe in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Jennings. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
So 1 quarter down here in Super Bowl 51. 7-3 the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning now on first down. Over the middle to Beckham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And for OBJ, he's now over 1,000 yards on the season after having 100 yards on 10 receptions in Week 13.
And when people talk about Odell Beckham Jr., we obviously say he's a number 1 wide receiver, okay? But to me, what truly defines him, knowing there's going to be extra people in the vicinity and still finding a way to make your catches and affect the game. And Odell Beckham does that.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. They come up in an offset eye. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now, using his length, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. So the Broncos coming out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now it's Simeon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Booker on first down. And he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Broncos a first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
On first, again, they go with Bunker. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
Here's Simeon now on second down. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Super Bowl 51 after this. A reminder, coming up at the intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Larry Ridley and the crew in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Now a first down throw, Simeon, and he whips that one incomplete there.
Man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Second and 10, Simeon again. They set up the screen to Booker. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Throwing on third down, Simeon. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. To throw on second is Simeon. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their big tight end, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. They got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And nothing but great. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player. Manning now on first down. He gets this one to Dwayne Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Charles, I know it's hard when live bullets are flying, but you cannot keep your hand up around the face mask area.
It is absolutely inexcusable nowadays. We talk about target areas all the time. You have to aim lower so that your hand doesn't get involved in the face mask.
Throwing on first down is Manning. They go screen play with Jennings. A big play there on the screen pass. 30 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun, it's Manning. Finding time. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Manning to throw on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. To throw is Manning. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So as the set designers rush out here to get us ready for the spectacle to come at intermission, these two teams will head to the locker room in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, let's get it going. Let's roll those first half highlights. Giants taking the field for their opening drive. Here we get a quick pass and completion, and he's going to go 59 yards for the score. They'll take the early advantage. End of the first quarter. Wolf here will get to the QB for the sack. This will go as a loss of 10. Broncos take over late in the second. The catch will be made in double coverage, and after the short pass, he'll score, cutting the deficit to 3.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. Gold now out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a first down throw. Simeon going for the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Holding offense.
Yeah, that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They'll hand off to Booker. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. The linebacker, Kelvin Shepard, brings him down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll come out in the pistol. Here's Simeon now on second down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And the... So certainly not what they were hoping for, especially on the road. Their starter forced to the locker room, and they will bring on the rookie, the 6'7" youngster from Memphis, Paxton Lynch. Right back to Booker. Oh, he shifts past him, and hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Holding. Offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Out of the gun, Lynch. And this one complete to Virgil Green.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys gets into the wrong place.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll be first down, Denver.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Another pistol look here. On first down, it's Simeon. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Back to the air, Simeon on second down. His throw caught right around the 6. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
And there's a conversion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Justin Forsett punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they? McManus now for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Five plays there on that drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Manning throwing on second down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. A solid gain of 15 yards.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
They run again with Jennings. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He finds Beckham complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty. So
after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, Manning. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. That'll bring up 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started. And the Broncos go to a nickel set on 3rd down. Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. To throw is Manning. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation. Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Is able to put it through, and with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now of the ball game, and they have needed his leg because this last one gives them the lead. It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, Brandon, but now you've got to tell your defense, hey, we need a stop here so we can let this momentum carry us through to the next drive. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He hops over him. That's why you stretch. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now Simeon. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second is Simeon. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. The 50 at Simeon. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Throwing on 3rd down, Simeon. Sanders has it over the middle. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. They come out here in the eye. Simeon's going to keep it. It'll be a 2-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
4th and 1. I don't think Wild Horses could have dragged that quarterback off the field. He was motioning to go for it from the start. And sure enough, it's the ground game that gets him the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st down here after the run. They'll run with Booker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Simeon now on 2nd down. Over the middle, open is Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And quickly, they get to the line. 3rd and short, it's Booker. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, They can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
2 minutes to go in Super Bowl 51 from Houston. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This for the lead in the final stages. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this was not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
New York set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. Cruz has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw. He finds Beckham complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. He's back to throw. A dump off to Breen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now it's Jennings. Down to about the 22 here.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They come out here in the eye. Here's Jennings. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
When you play really good run defense, when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. Now 4th down. What a Super Bowl this has been, and the biggest play comes now. It's 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
And Denver getting set to take the field. This remains a 1-point game. The defense did their job. Now the offense here late, they just need to kind of hold on, seal this victory.
And the defense did it so well, didn't they? Didn't allow any points and got the ball back for their offense in order to close out this game. What a great feeling for both sides of the ball.
It'll be a better feeling if the offense can just seal this thing. We'll see if they can do it.
You trying to say the defense doesn't want to go back out there again?
That's correct.
Okay.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's Booker. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Keenan Robinson, the one that got him down. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And the Lombardi Trophy goes west, and it goes to the Denver Broncos, your Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.